Hello, beautiful souls. It is World Watercolor Month, day 29. We are almost done with World Watercolor Month in July. Christmas in July. All right, let's get Do Not Disturb is on. Get my chat together. Oh, cut that off. Hope everybody is having a great day. These came off of something. I'm not sure what they came off of. Let me get the chat up. I do not have the chat up. I do not. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just that I was doing something else, trying to get something connected. Oh, it might help if I cut the internet on. All right. So, happy, what's the day? Tuesday. Goodness gracious. Tuesday. We're on day 29. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Beth. Who else is here? I got this chat up. All right, there we go. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Boop, boop. So that YouTube knows that y'all are watching. Do not disturb is on. There we go. Cool. No, don't do that. I didn't ask you to do that. Thank you, but no thank you. Siri's always around when you don't want her to be around. Y'all ever have that? Like, do what I want you to do. So, today we're going to talk about, well, we're not going to really talk about, but we're going to submerge into some brands. Not another brand, some brands. Hey, Beth. Hey, Dawn. Okay, see, I got my right chat up now. Okay, how do I want this to go? Do we want this way? Let's do it this way. Still can't see. There's a little heart that's always on the way, and I have to move it out of the way. Okay, let me boop myself. Boop. Okay. Y'all, Sarah had me hungry for some shrimp scampi. Was it shrimp scampi? Yep, this morning. I was watching her video. She done uploaded this amazing video with this shrimp. I was just like, oh my goodness. I got some of the stuff, but I ain't have no shrimp. The main ingredient didn't have. So I was just like, well, I'm gonna have to get me some of that so I can make that, because that did look yummy. And if you're not following Chef Sarah to get all of these great recipes, you might want to follow her. Okay, hold on, I got everything. UPS is supposed to be delivering us a package today. I was hoping it would have delivered it before I started the live. And Mr. McCoy's not here to run it on in here when he do back up in the yard. So, but it's going to be our palettes. See, I'm submerged. See how I'm using today's prompt, submerged. We're submerged up under all kinds of goodies, all kinds of stuff. Because sometimes being submerged in life is not a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a bad thing. It depends on what you're doing. Now, I got all these paints here. My whole desk right here is literally it's submerged. So if I just kind of swoop all of that over here and keep going, we're still submerged in watercolor. Then I come from over here. We got stuff over here. Just stuff over here. And all of the things, and we're just submerged in goodness, and you just can keep piling it on till you can't even see what's under there. How many of you guys how many of y'all studios, craft rooms, y'all can relate? Just keep pouring it on, keep getting new stuff, just keep piling it on. The one thing I never use, pile that on top. And then you got like, let's see, we throw some brushes in there. We got some gouache, which is not watercolor month, but we'll throw it in there because we're being submerged. And then you got some other stuff. You got some projects that maybe got finished, maybe still need to be finished. And next thing you know, you're up under there and you just got a pile of, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to get from under all of this? Life is this. I got to go to work. I don't have time. And next thing you know, you just kind of move it to the side. Hi, Paula K. I showed my desk earlier in the short. Oh, you did? to go back and check that. I haven't been on YouTube. I was trying to hook my scanner up to my laptop, and it wasn't working because again I was trying to scan things without using the other thing, and it just wasn't working. So I just kind of like left it alone. So yeah, but once you get to a place to where you are just so overwhelmed, what do you do? So we're gonna leave that. Submerge, submerge. You did. How did I miss that? Yeah, how did I miss that? Well, I haven't been on. I was on earlier, but I was watching Bill and Tracy. How she was showing Happy Meal, but how she was using the stamp. It's up under here somewhere. It's submerged. So you see how it is. You think about something. You're like, oh, I want that thing. Like I want to use that stamp, but it's like, oh my goodness, it's up under there. And then, how many of you guys, when you think about transitioning to doing something else, your mind is just so cluttered to you just be like, oh, forget it. I'll just move over here because it's clear over here. You'll just move over here because it's clear over there. And then you'll do the same thing over there. Next thing you know, you can't even see your daggum desk anymore. Anybody can relate? Put a thumbs up in the chat. Tell me, am I the only one? Because, I mean, I had to clean my desk off because y'all know I had my glass fiasco this past week. And so we had to pivot because that's what we do. And when we are submerged in life, when life just shifts and gives us all of this stuff, we pivot. That's just it. We don't stress over it. Like the scanner wasn't wanting to hook up, wanting to do its thing. I was just like, no worries. I got to get ready for a live anyway. You sit on over there and be funky. I'll figure you out and will. So, boy, do I need this time with my friends today. Been a day. Oh, Paula. I'm happy you're here because here we're going to pivot and pour. So we're pouring all the good stuff where we're healing one brush stroke at a what? Time. We're going to just have peace within. We're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to breathe. And we're going to star in our own show. And is. So, welcome to the studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those that are new, I am your host, Karen McCoy. I like that. But yeah, I am your artist friend here where we all pretty much go through the same things in life. We just, kind of maybe some of us a little bit more vocal than others. Hey, Jackie, how are you? That's a new name in the chat. Everybody welcome Jackie to the studio where we create joy one brushstroke at a time. But right now, it's all about being submerged. And we're going to throw our little prompt. Hopefully it doesn't get too close to the screen. I feel like that just tilted. Did you? Okay, that looks better. But today is World Watercolor Month. Prompt is Submerge. As I was thinking about Submerge and what I was going to paint, I gave some ideas yesterday. And I was just like, I don't think I want to paint Submerge because it just wasn't making me feel, I don't know. And so I thought about it, and I was like, and as I looked on my desk yesterday, I had to keep digging for stuff because I had piled stuff on my desk or piled stuff around my desk because I needed to clear off a side to really put some tape down to follow the split because the glass is split. It is it's not together anymore. It is split. And I had to what? Pivot. So when life gives you shifts, we're going to pivot. We're going to stop, slow down, take a deep breath, ask the question. Y'all know what the question we always ask. What can I do to make it better? What can I do to get away from it? Just what, mostly mine is what can I do to feel better? And I'm going to answer that question. Man, listen, Dawn. Thankfully, because remember this glass is 72 by 45. thankfully only about maybe about that much is impacted. So I just, like I said, I just turned the desk around, and the cut where it splits and separates is more on that side, and it's decorated. I just decorated it, put some washi tape over where the split actually is, and you can't even tell right now. So I pivoted. I wasn't going to let it get me down, and I thought after I saw that I can still use this side of my desk and without it impacting like getting cut or moving or something like that, I was just like, oh, okay, we're gonna work. That's gonna work. Just decorate it and, do what you do. So pivot. Pivot is the best thing we can do in our lives. Like, we can't, if we can't control it, we're gonna move on. Just like, okay, I can't deal with that, or I can't do nothing with that right now. Oh, okay. So yesterday we talked about color. I think it was day before yesterday we talked about color. I need you guys, because I'm noticing everybody's having like a wah day. I want you to give me a color. What is your emotional color today? Don't think about it. Just slap a color in the chat. Has it been a bold, even though it's been a blah day or a all day or whatever? Was it a bold color? Like the other day, Beth saw red. Her color was red. But is it been like a blue color, like it's just a blue day? Has it been a pink day? Like, what defines how you're feeling right now? So aquamarine, now that's a beautiful color though. Thanks, Beth. And the cookie is delicious. Who gave up some cookies? Did I miss? Oh, the cookies. Yes, yes, we're giving. See, so Jackie, you're new here, so we like to encourage each other over here. As Dawn so gracefully has coined us, Team Karen, and it's where we like to kind of encourage each other to feel better. Like, especially if we're on an emotional roller coaster, we want to feel better. We want to not stay blue. Maybe somebody's color is blue because it's their color, or maybe it's a blue. Thank you, Beth, for my cookies. And Beth, thank you for that dadgum. Look, today, Bitty Penny this morning, I think that's why my day shifted so much, because I probably woke up with a blah this morning, and it was more of a black. And then I cut the phone on. Well, I cut my phone on because I had got the notification that Bitty Penny was live. And I was like, oh, well, let me flip this on while I fix my coffee. And then everybody started talking. It's just like, was your ears burning? And I was like, oh my goodness, what? And so it took my day from maybe a 2 to a 12. And we're talking about on a scale of 1 to 10. So that's why I'm happy that we show up here. And I'm definitely, hey, Julia, I'm definitely, again, going to miss. No, Norma, you're never late. You're right on time. I'm going to miss. That's one of the things where I'm saying I'm going to miss, because when I'm not here, and then you're having these kind of days, my question is, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, every day we've been here all of July, and we've been able to slap some paint on some paper and get through the chaos of life that is submerged. We are submerged under. And as a woman, sometimes the things just keep piling up. They just keep piling up. Like, I can literally keep piling stuff up on top of here, but I don't want it to fall. And that's where, as a woman, that's what I'd be. I'll be like, okay, let's move that. Let's put that over there because I don't want that to fall. Okay, well, let's do this because I want that to break. And that's usually what we're doing. And I always tell people, it's like God said that it's not good for man to live alone. So therefore, he created woman to help man to keep the chaos under control. We do great jobs at what we do, right? Hey, Mary Collier, look, new subscriber via Bitty Penny. Like, oh my God. And then I have to take that back. See, all this started with, actually, it started over on Bill and Tracy's show, Bill and Tracy's channel with Dawn. And I would get on here and I would be Dawn, it would be Bernadette, and sometime Crystal. And I had my little, and then I think Barb. It would just be some of my people, some of my peeps that I knew. Sarah. And we started out and we just would get on here and it just be fun. And I think that was God's way of seeing how faithful I was going to be to this YouTube thing. Like, God knows the end before it even begins. And I was like, because I was so combative, I was like, God, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to engage. No, I don't want to talk about it. And God was like, somebody needs to have a creative healing. We need you to make a community of connection that's centered around healing, not so much as the medium. I happen to be a watercolorist. Watercolor is number one on my list. And then I love making junk journals, mixed media. I've married all of my things in mixed media, right? So we come together so that we can encourage and uplift each other over here on slapping paint on paper, right? And we get to heal one brushstroke at a time, right? Life transitions. We got women that have retired and they're starting a new journey. We got people that's starting new channels. Like, we got people all over the world. Would I like for you guys to be right here at the ranch with me? Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I take that back. Let me see. Where would I like for you guys to join me? Like, not on the ranch, but where would I like for you guys to just get on a plane and we all meet up? Where? Let's see. Let's see who remembers. My slippers don't want to stay on, so let me just kick them off. Okay. So it's World Watercolor Month, and that's why I've been here every single day since I got off the cruise. So I think I can't start it back on the 6th with my lives. And today's prompt is Submerge. And so instead of really trying to paint Submerge, I thought I would demonstrate. Sarah said Colorado or Florida. Y'all, really, Sarah? Now, I just expected you to know that for sure, because y'all that don't know, Sarah is my little cousin. Sarah, join the ladies in the chat. Beth is Beth, Paula, and Dawn. We are all going to meet in Italy at my villa. Whether it's my villa, I'm going to rent the villa, is the place, but retreat-wise, it's it's Italy. We all are going to meet in Italy. All you got to do is get on a plane, get there. Everything else is going to be provided. Yeah. And retreat wise too. And my 6 months out of the year home too. Girl, yes. Let's touch and agree. Okay. But it's Italy. So everybody that comes on the channel, I just wish we could be all in Italy. Why? And on the coast somewhere so we can, go paint on the water or whatever. Want it to be a one-stop shop. So if you didn't want to paint, you didn't want to make cards, you didn't want to do anything, you could relax and have the butler or the whatever they call them in Italy serve you, feed you, or give you wine, whatever. That's what I'm pretty much kind of collecting information, because that's what I've asked God to do. It's like, okay, I'm doing what you asked me to do. I'm creating this great community and we're going to hang out somewhere. So when it happens is not my business. How it happens is not my business. But I've written the vision, and I've made it very crystal clear and very, very plain. Italy is where I would like to have a villa big enough to host all of my crafty friends, and all they would need to do is get on a plane. That's the only expense I would want them to have. You'd have to get your flight to come there. But everything else, once you get there, it will be ready. That's my dream. Now, if you touch and agree on that dream, put I touch and agree or I agree or done, whatever in the chat. Yup. And then we're going to go to Barbados and see Paula Kay, because who doesn't want beach all the time? Just a vacation spot. But she got to tell us when to come. Now, that's going to happen probably way before Italy, I'm quite sure. Italy at that nice picturesque villa. Yep. It's going to happen. It is. Now, I can't tell you. I'm going to tell you why I know it is. Because usually when I've manifested and asked and dreamed about some things, I can see it has happened. I moved from Colorado, and all I asked for was 5 or more acres, and God gave me 10 and a half. So, I'm just saying. You have not because you what? Ask not. Okay. So, everybody gave me their color, and we're going to paint our way through this whatever. We're going to find joy. We're going to get some creativity. We're going to get some clarity. We're going to be okay. Because the beauty of showing up daily isn't just painting, it's the presence that you guys, like, you've shown up, right? Paula K be at work showing up. Dawn be having me in her pocket sometimes showing up. Sarah be in the kitchen cooking, showing up. Like, I'm just like, Beth be in the kitchen cooking. And sometimes Sophie joins her. So we got all these great things. Mr. McCoy is at work on the channel. So we have all these great things, and we get to show up for each other, and we get to persevere together. It's the presence of the community, and that's why I love, love, love the way this channel is growing. Now, I mean, I'm going to say, it went from, like, I got over almost 100 subscribers in this month, and it is kind of like floored me just a little bit. So I would like to celebrate. We're over 800 subscribers right now. Right? Consistency, creativity, and I really believe my authenticity, because I'm kind of like, don't hide too much over here. But I just really want another woman to know that life after 40 doesn't mean you have to go find a rocking chair and just sit down, or you don't have to sit down and keep the grandbabies. You still can have a life. You still can have it all. Somebody said you can't have it all, and I said, why not? I can have my cake and ice cream and eat it too, and keep my sugar down, and can. Boom. Okay. So if you know of anybody else that would like to join the fabulous, look, I'm reading your famous Karen. I am not famous. Oh no. Oh, not by a long shot. I'm okay over here. I'm over here. I'm okay over here. We Dawn, but listen, you done spoke some things into existence, so we going. But listen, Dawn, I'm gonna tell you something. When I move, you move just like that. So we all going together. Because the start of this train, the first car of this train has Dawn's name on it. Dawn even has her own journal. I'm after World Watercolor Month, we will be creating, because Beth said journals need names. So I was like, okay, we're going to give our journal a name. And because it's a bee journal, and everybody that knows Dawn, you need to have the name Dawn, because she's the bee whisperer. Like as Betty Penny said this morning. Okay, here's the thing I want you to know. All of these watercolors, and we got card makers on here, but all of my watercolors that I don't turn into cards, y'all know I turned them into books. So those that we have them, we're putting them on. I haven't. Dawn has got hers all neat on this very beautiful hook, and I am going to, after I scan them all, I'm going to put them on a hook. I think. Because some of these have turned up so beautiful, I don't know if I want to put a hole in them. So that's a thought. But sometimes I take my artwork and I make a book out of it. Literally sew, stitch through the paper and make a book. Because sometimes you just want to read your own artwork, right? That's that. And remember I told you mixed media is my jam. So anytime I can mix up some stuff and make it look cute and put some grunge on it, that's what I do, right? So that's that as we undo this pile. So we got gouache, Utrecht gouache, Karen Dosh, another book for the Coptic stitch, and mixed media, beautiful paper. I again took all of my artwork and we just put it in here. Now, this is the thing I want to tell you. Right? You ready? Ready? This is it. Let's talk life, okay? Let's talk about how we pivot with purpose, right? Let's get into it. Are you ready? Y'all ready? Put ready in chat. I don't think y'all ready. Ooh, we're going to leave that like that? Yeah, we're going to leave that like that. Because it's about to get gooder. Because we're clearing out the mess. We're submerged under so much stuff that we can't even find the keys to the car. We don't even know what we're going to cook for dinner. We don't even know if we're going to cook dinner. We just don't know. So when you are ready to just really handle life, right? Grab life just grab it by the whatever y'all want to grab it by. That's what we need to do. So pivoting is a sacred thing. Y'all hear me say pivot. Life is serving you some lemons. I always say, like people say, life is serving lemons, make some lemonade. I don't want to make no lemonade. I want to slap some paint on some paper. And maybe, I don't know. But my lemonade probably is going to have something in it. It's probably going to have something in it. It's not going to be plain lemonade. Because if I'm at a point to where life is serving me lemons, I just don't want no lemonade. Okay? So pivoting is sacred. It is not a place to get shameful. It's not a place to be embarrassed about. It's the time where you got to sit there and ask yourself the hard question of life. How in the hell did I get here? And number two, and how in the hell am I going to get out of here? So if you're submerged under life, whatever is happening, whatever, right? And you're just trying, you're way up under there, or you need something way up under there, and you're just like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get it? I want the stamp set. Like, I know it's under there, right? Pivot invites clarity, not confusion. Asking yourself to pivot is only giving you more clarity. Beth used it so lovely in her video when she was going and she was just doing all the things, just moving. She's like, well, it's just so, I'm just not ready. I should have did this. I should have did that. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to pivot. She just sat there and she looked to the left. I believe I could see her in my anointed imagination. I could see her sitting there because her hand went up like this. And then the hand went up like this. And I was like, I bet she looked to the left and looked to the right. And then she got it all together. If that wasn't a clear move on what pivoting looks like, and for me to just be so proud over here, I was just like, oh, as I pivoted from the police being behind me. I was just like, oh, okay, let's get ready. If he's going to stop me, he's going to stop me. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going, okay, what do you need? What do you want? And I'm going to keep moving. Because what? If he would have stopped me, it wasn't nothing I could have did at that point in time, right? So pivoting just makes room for something new. New thoughts, like, I don't even know, like, whatever, when you think about pivoting, so maybe in the chat, tell me, when you think about pivoting, pivot, when you think about having to pivot, is it a good thing in your life when you think about it, or is it a bad thing? And if you're bold enough to put it in the chat, put it in chat. But this is, I knew the UPS man was going to come when I got live. He always does. His time is usually between 3 and 3:30. Truck just backing up, just dropping my packages at the gate. It's okay. It's okay. I can show y'all when I get under this mess what it is. Okay. Now, when you have a book, let's say this is the book of life. This is your book. You have, I always tell Mr. McCoy, I've given him the book of Karen. If you don't know Karen, it's because you're not reading the book. And then God tells us, you know, the preacher gets at the pulpit and he preaches and he be like, God has given you this book and you want to know the answers to life, read this book, right? Which is the Bible. And it's just like, okay. And then we don't, most of the time, don't read the Bible. And it's like, okay. And then some of us done read the Bible from front to back, to in to out, to front to back again, and in and out. And just like, I still don't have the answer to life. The mysteries of it isn't your time. That's what I've learned. Okay. But when you open up the book, you've slapped down some paint, or you've made some cards, you got some pockets, and you got some pullouts and all the things. All the things. But then you go, you know what you are doing? You get to look at the beautiful stuff that you've created, and you get to think about how it made you feel, right? Now, this book right here is my scraps. This was, you know, me trying to get gooder and gooder at slapping paint on paper with that brush. Y'all see the squiggles? Look, I can pull that right there. Them was squiggles with the other brush. And now my squiggles, ooh, they is beautiful. Oh, if I must say so myself. But when you look, I get to look back and see where I was and how much fun I was having. I didn't give up. This was last year. And this year is where I am. When you have to pivot, sometimes it's going to bring the good out. Pivoting makes room for something new to grow. If I would have kept doing it this way, and not trying or gave up, then I never would have gotten here. So I just want to give somebody an encouraging word. Wherever you are right now, create the space that you want. Set up the space, load up the joy, activate it, and then pause for the self-care and ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? Right? That's just that. Okay, we're gonna get through this because I want to get down and get some slap some paint on some paper because we're almost at the end. Can y'all believe World Watercolor Month is coming to an end? Well, World Watercolor Month may be coming to an end, but we're still gonna be here Mondays and Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Slapping paint on paper. Ooh, the monochromatic, beautiful. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. I agree, Beth. Because sometimes when I have to pivot, it depends on the situation. It depends. If it's a pivot when it's only including me, I usually can pivot on my own and be okay. Now, if it's a pivot and it include me having to pivot between, family, somebody saying something, or my husband or whatever, then it's a little different because now you have another factor involved. So, but the end result is still going to be something new, and it's going to make you grow. Okay, now the other thing I want to tell you about this book. This book I've been debating if I want to put it on in my shop, right? But I thought about it. It's like the mixed media would love to have this because they would get my artwork and then you can still create on top of it. Like just imagine the stamps. Now you can't take it out the book. I mean, you could, but I mean, I wouldn't. But hey, if somebody bought it and they want to do, once they buy it, they do what they want. But you could mix media. You got blank pages. You can stamp. You can mix media. Like put some more flowers. Put something there. You can journal. It's just the endless. That would be a pivot, right? So in today's prompt, we're talking about submerging. We just want to, I want y'all to let that word really, really hit you as you look at the mess that I have here on the desk. It's all about going beneath the mess. It's about trusting the deep when it's dark, right? Like up under there, what I want up under there is in a dark place right now. But me personally, I have to trust that, okay, if I clear this out very, very gingerly, then it's going to be okay. Does that make sense? Does that sound very like, okay? Or is it like, girl, whatever, when life start happening, I ain't got time. I just want it to stop. Been there, done that. That's how I am where I am now. It's like, wait a minute, we got to pause. Don't cuss them out yet. Nope, don't cuss them out yet. Give them a little grace. Gotta give people a little grace. This was the same thing. All the stuff. So some of the stuff that we've done here during World Watercolor Month, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take it and stick it in here, and make it into a book. And I probably will put these on. I probably will put them in my shop. I don't know. We'll decide by August. Because remember, I'm decluttering the mind. So this might be it. But that's the Coptic stitch that I do with some of the books. And that's how I take my junk journaling and make my art journals and my watercolor, and they get married. So it's two of my mediums that just turns out so great. All right, let's look. Let me take this chaos and put it somewhere very gingerly so it don't fall. Okay, those going over there. Watercolor paper. And then see how we're going to pause. And then we're going to just like, okay, how can I undo this? Okay, this right here, it's not needed right now. Let's put that over there. Okay. And then don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid to pivot. Don't be afraid to just say, I can't do this right now. Do not be afraid to do that thing, because that's when, you'll actually not do self-care. Right? Self-care is a thing that actually works. So sometimes when you have to pivot, you got to give yourself a little space to be like, you know what? I can't deal with this pile right now. Let me just go sit down. Like I pick up what you're laying down. I pick up what I'm laying down. Okay, great. I love it. Sometimes you just got to walk away. Like think about as a mother. I'm a mother of 7 children. 2 of my children are already my heavenly angels. And one of those 2 was, oh my God, I believe that God gave me him just to keep me close to him, right? And so sometimes it'd be like you got to walk away from the kids. You just be like, no, you go on in your room and I'm going to go on in here and get me some coffee or a glass of, I wasn't drinking wine then because these parents, Mom, these days, they be having wine parties while the kiddos have, play dates. And I just be like, I had kids in the wrong era. I didn't start drinking wine until my kids were just like, probably like, older. Because I needed to keep my sanity, right? So, but you know, you tell them, hey, you go on over there and sit down, be safe. So you know, I'm gonna go on over here and take care of me. I'm gonna light a candle, get me a cup of coffee, but you going over there now. You going over there, right? Because you just gotta acknowledge you just can't do it, and that's okay. As a mother of 7 children, I'm telling you, it's okay. I don't care what time we're in having children. It's okay. Tell them little boogers to go on outside and play somewhere, or go in there at the game, whatever they do these days. My grandson and my granddaughter just left. My grandson is not a problem. He's 16. You give him the phone and some internet, he fine. But she is the little mini me. She was in the studio, and sometimes she did some things in the studio because y'all know I got a studio. So she was like, oh, like a can in a candy store. Just like we start doing something, then she wanted to like, okay, well let's do this now. I was like, hey, let's finish this. What? No, I'm tired. Then she'd go out and she'll wait till I finish, and then she'll come back in. Okay, what we gonna do now? We ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna get on out of here for a minute. Well, when are we going live? Are we talking to the fans today? Are we talking to the people? Is the lady that's in the dark, or no? She said the morning for her and it's dark for us. She was talking about die. Is she gonna be on today? Like, oh my goodness, the people that were, oh, she was just 90 miles a minute. And so here I am over, you know, I'm just like, my youngest son is 28. So, and she is 8. My granddaughter is 8. So I'm like, girl, slow down first of all. Okay. We do lives at 3 o'clock. Set your watch for 3 o'clock. Can you give me an hour? Okay. She'll go outside, play with the dolls, come back. She's like, is it an hour yet? I said, here go my watch. I need an hour. When it says this, then you come back. And then when she come back, after about a couple of days of doing that, she kind of got my routine. And then she told her mom, Granny needed some time. I just needed to give her some time. I was like, well, dag, okay. And did. And so I think her mama told her, yeah, your granny don't have kiddos at the house anymore. Like that. So I don't. Okay. All right. I said all of that to say, give yourself time. Go find you some music. Go walk on the beach. Go do whatever you need to do, because and do it without no outcome. Like, don't even think about getting back to the mess. Like, so just go somewhere just for a nice drive, just for your own sanity, right? And then this is another thing. Go outside, walk in the grass, take your shoes off, and walk in the grass. Some good grass, not no mess grass or wet grass or whatever. But going outside, it reminds your nervous system that you're safe. You know, me as a mother who've lost 2 children to death, sometimes when I get to thinking about those children, my body literally goes back to that place. And then I have to really like anchor it down and be like, hey, it's okay. We're not there anymore. It's okay. Let's go slap some paint on some paper. Let's create. Let's do something. You're okay. Like, this is a real thing. And do it without feeling guilty, because it's okay. Okay. Now we're going to get deep into this, because this is what I want. This is what's coming. Well, what he probably left out there. Remember, we're doing monochromatic palettes, right? And this one is going to be blue, because we're doing blue, green, yellow. Was it yellow? Blue, green, yellow, and quinacridone rose, I think. Hey, Tammy! Indiana says hi, and I love to anchor down. Yes. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Didn't we went back to work. So how is that going? How was that? Yesterday was your first day back. I think you had said on the last live. But this is what it's going to be. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 26. So we're going to be doing 26 blues. And for those that are joining us for the very first time, yes, I have 26 colors. As a matter of fact, I have 37 colors. So we're going to have to decide what blues. I didn't even realize I was going to have to do this, but I'm going to have to decide what blues am I going to put in here. I know ultramarine blue would definitely be in there. Cobalt blue would definitely be in there. Oh, Lord, where are my glasses? Hold on. See what happens when you change your desk? Oh, right there in front of me. I go back tomorrow. It will be fine. 26 year of Oh, you a teacher. Yes. Okay, so Pam just retired. Um, the crafty cat lady, she just retired 25 years. Look, Dawn put it in caps this time. Any of them. Because that's how we got down this rabbit hole, because I thought she said all of them. Ooh, may the Lord keep you and watch over thee and the children as you go about a new school year. It will not be anything that will bring harm to you or your students or anyone in your vicinity or where your feet shall walk. You should have a great year. And that's for Tammy and any other teachers that are going back to school in the classroom. My hat is off to you. Okay, the glasses are filthy. I don't even know what got in them. Paint. No, actually, it looks like glue. I think y'all can relate to that. All right, so we have, I know for a fact, the top five are definitely going to be, handmaids are going to be in there for sure. But Rosa Gallery, Sennelier, Mission, Holbein. Mission not going to be in there. I can tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Mission, the Mission that I have, and Mission is in my chaos here. Mission is granulating. And I ordered Holbein because I didn't want to have granulating. Why? Because I'm going to have Daniel Smith in there. And Daniel Smith already does the granulating if I wanted to have granulating. So this Mission, I'm probably not. I'm saying it. I'm thinking about it as I look at my beautiful box. I might not. We might put, look, we got 26 colors. We might. Look at them tubes. Don't them tubes say, yes, use me, use me. Might as well. I don't know, because they have a marine blue. Maybe we can do marine blue. I don't like their greens. I mean, I like their greens, but I wouldn't want their greens in my monochromatic palette. Because remember I told you guys, when you show up, when you slap your paint on the paper and it shows up for you, you got to give it time to show out. And Mission has their two-tone granulations. And the tourmaline is just, they're made with earth. That's just it. The tourmaline is just earth, natural. So you never know what you're gonna get. It's like what Forrest Gump said. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get, right? So maybe I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, but we will have. So that's just it. Windsor and Newton will be there. Blick, of course, will be there. Utrecht. Archer and Olive will, yeah. So I guess that's where we go. My whole goal was to have these palettes done before World Watercolor Month was over with. But y'all know, once World Watercolor Month is over, I'm still here because I still do watercolor. So it still doesn't really knock me out of the box. It's not like I got to pivot and go back to junk journaling or card making or whatever. I still get to do all of the things. As you guys so lovingly saw Bitty Penny turn her artwork into cards. I have moved things off my desk. Other than that, I pull it out. But here's some of the things we've created this month. So you see how when you pivot, see how I usually call it squirreling, but today we're calling it pivoting because that's what we do. We pivot. We're going to pivot. So we have all of these beautifulness, this beautiful and yumminess that we've created this month. There's beauty in the pivoting. When you pivot, you'll find some loveliness. You'll find something, like you'll find that blouse that you've been looking for 2 years, right? You'll find like something that you just didn't know where it was no more. When you go deep, when you pivot and finally tackle that corner in your studio or your craft room, you're going to find that thing that you've been looking for. And then you're going to use it, and then you're going to turn it into something great. Look, see, I need to leave that out because that was supposed to get something on it. But then when you come and you go down and you get all of the stuff, you'll also find some stuff in there that you don't want to, right? Like you'll be reminded that, oh, there's something I don't even like that. I don't even use that. I don't even use. Now this is the one craft supply I don't use. Y'all know when I open up my books, my craft books, and I'll be like, oh, when did I do this? What's missing? The date. I have one. I feel like I have. Oh, look, I got this one, and then I got the other one that's sitting over there with a note on it because when I go on Pam's, we get together. That's what I'm going to show. But, I mean, it's pretty stamped, but I just don't remember to use it. So, even in the Submerge, in the mess, you're going to find some stuff that, okay, I don't need that. Maybe I'll gift that to somebody else, or maybe somebody else that loves to journal can use it to stamp. Because that's why I got it, because I was in the journal community, and they was like, yeah, you got to stamp the date. And I was like, well, what's wrong with me just writing my date? I like writing my date, you know? So, it's okay. But there is good ways to submerge in the mess and still be okay. You just pivot through it. Like, okay, there's a, it's not like we got a whole house and we're hoarding. Like we got a whole bunch of stuff that we got to go and find a maze. Some of this stuff is just beautiful stuff that we collected because it's pretty. My studio is based on pretty. I will buy something in a minute just because it's pretty. And my husband would tell you, he's on here. He'd be like, yep, she'll buy it just because it's pretty. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to use it. It just means that it's pretty. Like I got some new watercolors coming. Why? Just because they are pretty. The tubes are pretty. The pigment is too. And it's excellent light fast. That's the other reason. But the tubes are amazing. Okay. So is everybody like feeling better now? Like have we gotten all of that? Have we unpacked some of the stuff? Now that we can see the desk, we can see the bottom a little bit, we can kind of navigate through. Okay, that's a book. Okay, that's paper. And then you got, oh, this over here, like I'm not sure, but at least I got this, so I can kind of create right here. And then we move this over here. And then this is what we do. It's just like, oh, let's put all this together because they look the same. Okay, we'll do that. Let's do that. And then next thing you know, you got a place to create something great. And you'll be like, oh, wait, I ain't got no paint. Okay, I got to pivot again. Okay, do I go get new paint? Or do I just go find some that I already got done or whatever? Like, asking yourselves questions. That's how you get undone. I ask myself questions like if it's pertaining to my children, my husband, my mom, whatever. I'd be like, okay, what can I do to make this situation not tank, make it feel better, or do I just need to escape? Sometimes I just need to escape. Yes, pretty can be expensive. That's why I am and is. But I won't take no offense to that. Pretty can be expensive. I'm just gonna hear it and I'm gonna let it go. Cause I keep telling you, keep popping them little pop shots today, and I'm gonna pop back. Pretty can be expensive. That's why you married me. Boom. Speaking of pretty, ain't she pretty? Look at them colors in her. Now this to some people might look like a mess, but to me, oh, look at them colors. It's like, oh, all I see is a flower. I see flowers being painted within, like all the different colors. And all of these actually are some of my favorite colors, especially purple. Y'all see that yellow over in the corner? I pretty much mixed it with the green, so it's almost undone. That pink, that's that Sminka pink. So that's that. But pretty, yes, we live for pretty. Pretty makes me feel better. Pretty brings me joy. Mr. McCoy, no, he likes pretty. He likes me to have pretty things. I asked for a little tractor. He brought me a big tractor. So he's created this little mini monster over here while he in the chat chiming off. I asked for a Toyota 4Runner because they were so freaking cute. He bought a Cadillac Escalade. Y'all be the judge of who got the problem right here. Ain't me. So pretty can be expensive. That's on him. I still love this one. This is what me and my granddaughter did together. It's yummy. So we don't worry about him, Paula K. We just laugh. Look, we laugh and keep on moving. Sure do. Nice. Okay, we got a lot. Like, we've created a lot. I am super duper excited over all of these yumminess. But let's go. Let's go. We're going to slap some paint on some paper. I'm going to get to it. But I had to, for whatever reason, I think Mr. McCoy should stand down at this point. I agree, Paula K. Because the laptop is always right there. I ain't got to leave the house to spend no money. And don't. Even the places that I vacation are expensive. Y'all did hear me say we going to Italy, right? Hey. But you got to keep in mind, here's the thing. So let me tell y'all a little thing about Mr. McCoy and myself. Mr. McCoy was in Germany. We started dating, right? We met, we were one of those online people that met. We met on MySpace, right? So once we got together, we stayed online for a minute. And then I was going on vacation. And so I said, I'm going on vacation or whatever. We was talking on the phone. Hadn't met each other in person. You know, hadn't even seen. Didn't know what he looked like other than pictures. So we goes on, and I said I'm going on vacation. I'm going to Alabama because then I was living in Daytona Beach, Florida. And so he says, well, why don't you come visit me? Now, mind you, he's in Germany. I'm like, dude, I make good money, but my money ain't that long. So he was just like, well, I'll send for you. I was like, men right here, when they go on a date, they barely want to take you to Burger King and McDonald's. And you talking about you want to fly me to Germany on my vacation? I was like, yeah, whatever. So I went on about my business. I didn't think two sheets about it. Just moved on. Didn't care. And then I was like, said something else about it. And he's like, well, you didn't send me your dates for your vacation. And I was like, for what? He's like, so I can get your ticket and, you can come visit me for your vacation. It's like, oh, you were serious? He said, yeah. So I told one of my coworkers that I work with, I said, I told her what was whatever. And I said, but I got the kids and whatever. She's like, oh, I'll keep the kids and that way they can go to school and you can go on vacation because you need a vacation. Like, she was gung-ho. She was all for it. When I tell you she was all for it, she was all for it. Because I was overworked, underpaid, and had 6. No, Portia wasn't in college. No. Either way, it was over 5 kids in the house. So, I sent him the dates, and I was just like, yeah, girl, whatever. It ain't gonna happen. Whatever. I ain't finna get my hopes up, whatever. I sent them dates and for my vacation. Let's say around 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there was an itinerary for a trip. All expense paid trip to Germany. Okay. We're talking about pretty can be expensive. That's where this is coming from. Okay. When I get to Germany, because I went and did, sure did. Went to Frankfurt. He was standing there. We go through. Y'all, he almost tried to kill me the first day too. He ran off the road talking about he saw a deer. That's a whole nother conversation. But so we goes on. We get to wherever. Germany is a beautiful spot. I'm just like, oh my God, this is just heaven. I was like, well, if things don't work out with him, at least I got a good vacation out of it, right? Some good food and whatever. But as Sunday, he's like, well, you need to pack. We're going to leave to, after church on Sunday. And I was like, what do you mean pack? I ain't unpacked. So just like, yeah. So I had a trip within a trip. So we went from Frankfurt to Bamberg. Then Sunday after church, we got in the car and went to Garmisch, Pakistan. So we went to Garmisch. Then we went to Austria. Then we went to, I think we slid into Switzerland. Because, over there you can do all the things. And then he took me on a tour of, what was that place? Munich. The whole week was amazing. It was amazing. So we went to, I think we went to Salzburg. I can't remember because we we got married. I moved to Germany and all the things. So it's, my German, my 8 years in Germany kind of runs together now. For our anniversary, we went to Paris. Y'all getting this? Y'all getting what I'm putting down, right? Mr. McCoy in the chat talking about pretty can be expensive, right? Do y'all hear how this man started this whole thing? And he talked about pretty can be expensive. He started it. I'm just trying to live up to the standard that he's already placed out there before me, right? Which is why I love pretty things. So, and then we when we went to Paris after we got married, and the lady, she kind of shunned him a little bit. I said, oh, she just shunned you because you was dressed all tacky, and she just figured you couldn't afford nothing out of there. We was in a Gucci store, and we was at the corner. We had probably walked maybe about a half a mile. He talking about, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, you ain't catch that? He's like, no, come on, let's go back. I was like, for what? He's like, come on, let's go back. So we goes back in the store. He's like, the lady came back up to him to talk, and he's just like, oh, he pointed to the other lady. The other lady came up. He said, now tell her what you want. I was like, I still, as a matter of fact, I'm using that handbag right now. It's my bag today. But you can't make him feel like he, like he can't get what he want. Because I said I didn't want anything. But the lady made him feel like he couldn't afford anything because she judged him by we were just, we tourists walking through the town. That was like literally our first time in Paris, both of us together. And y'all, he was like, I couldn't get a good hotel because there's some tennis thing in town. And I thought about it. I was like, wait, what? Oh my God. So he was just like, oh, well, I didn't know. I was like, you could have got me. God, we could have got tickets and went to that. So it was a fun time. So I said all of that to say, Mr. McCoy started this pretty thing. So if he has anybody to blame for it, it will be him. And I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about these stories of how about these pretty things. But I'm going to just leave it right there because that's the beginning. And if you want to know anything else, and when Mr. McCoy do something else and say something else, now y'all know how we got started with this vacation. How many men take their girlfriend on the first date and the first date is in another country? You just come over here, I got you. It gets gooder. It gets gooder. That's why I told Mr. McCoy, I'm vested. So, yep, I'm with Karen. He started it. Yeah, he started it. Hey, Betty Penny, did I say hey? I just was sitting up here talking and making sure everybody understood where this prettiness come from. Oh, y'all, let me give my country internet disclaimer because I hear the thunder and lightning. I don't see no rain yet, but you know me. If the rain knocks out the lights, then we'll be out. Okay, so your bad? Oh, it ain't your bad. It's your good as far as I'm concerned. Look, Dawn can see Italy now. Yes. But Dawn, truthfully, he won't have anything to do with that one. That's one of those things that I've asked the Lord for everything within me to be able to do it with everything, with slapping paint on paper. That's my business, and I try to not keep him out of it. Y'all, do the desk seem dark to you? Because it seems dark to me. And it's so light in here. Apple did an update last night, and it reset my eCam. And I'm going to have to go back in and change my settings because I feel like it is dark. And I got everything is regular. They hate when they spoil you and then you get bougie taste buds. Facts. Yep, Sarah got one too. Her husband do her the same way, and then they complain after the fact. Be like, well, do you need that? If I said I want it, then yes, I want it. If Gina K say I need it, I needed it. Oh, Lord, that was, woo. He was like, every time he went to the door, it's like, you got another package. You got another package. You got another package. I was just like, well, Gina K say I needed this to make this card, and I'm going to do what Gina K say because I want my card to look just like Gina K's. We all know how that turned out. It seems darker or more gray. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just like, oh, and all of the lights in the studio are on as normal. I just happened to look up at let me see. I don't like dark. It's probably because I can't see. That's probably why I needed to put my glasses on. Let me see. Light, light. Let's see. Let's see. That's not light. But looks like people be like, you don't went the whole daggum live with it. Well, I just figured it out. My bad. I'll have to fix that because I don't want to mess nothing up. But I want to slap this paint on this paper and continue to talk about pivoting. But when Mr. McCoy retired from the military, I had to pivot. Well, did I? No, I didn't. I had already had a job because we had bought a new house and I wanted all new things. And I said, well, let me get a job. And that way my job will pay for all the new things that I want. So that worked out. It wasn't no shame in my game. Yeah, so it's so y'all excuse it. It's just, and it's shadow. You see that shadow? Y'all know I had fixed my lighting because I don't like shadows. Let's see. Oh, I hate shadows. And that's gonna be tacky. Ugh. It's gonna bother me. My husband went to Blick with me. He said, of course you use the watercolors behind the glass. Oh. I have always had expensive taste without even trying it. I thought it was my phone. Yeah, no, it's not your phone. It's literally the studio. I had to look up and see if a light was out, but it's because I really just thought about it. The laptop had an update, and because when I logged into this, I had to do some this and that, and yeah, so yeah, I'm sorry guys. I hate it. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna squiggle. Oh, listen, I did get up under the thing. We talked about the submerge. Everything was submerged on my desk, and I got to talking about how Mr. McCoy gave me this expensive taste. I forgot to go into David Austin. So the colors, this color, I think that's it. Peachy peach. It's one of, why didn't I, oh, there it is. Okay, this color I'm going to make. And so tomorrow, I'm saying if I perfect it, then I'm going to do it tomorrow and make roses. I'm going to do these roses. But if I don't perfect the color, and I mean perfect it, this is the only time you're going to hear me say that I want something to be perfect in color. It's going to be this. It's going to be this. Okay, Dawn, I'll see you later. I'm not going to be on here much longer because I don't want the rain to knock me off. But it's this peachy pink. It's a peachy pink. I don't know how to say it, but it's a beautiful color. So it says that it's apricot. So I'm going to try to make that color after somewhere in here today. When I go out and get my thing from the UPS man and start putting together my palettes, because I want them already to be put together when I show you guys the palettes, because it's probably gonna, I don't know, I'll play it by ear. It's World Watercolor Month, so why not? But yeah, that was one of the things, I had all the things that I was doing on the bottom. And that's what I was talking about. When you plan something and you have it all ready, and then life continues to just get on top, and the next thing you know, you're submerged up under emotional clutter. Like letting unprocessed emotions pile up until your mind is just so foggy you can't breathe or you can't create. And I thought like some people were just like, grief does that to them. And I was like, no, slap paint on paper is what makes me control my grief. It literally makes me feel better. Hey, Ivy Pearl. How are you? Swoop it that way. Yeah, okay, that way. But after seeing Bitty Penny do what she had did with the cards, I pulled all of my little cards out. And I was like, and I pulled my sentiments out because I got my stamp of the month from Mindless Crafting, and I'm going to put sentiments, and I'm going to try my best to say that I'm going to get ahead for Christmas cards. That's what I'm going to say. Because usually I just work better under pressure. But that dadgum Gina K had some things that was on, and I had to just cut it off. Because she was finna have me just like, oh, I feel like I need that stamp. And it's just like, no, you don't. It's like, but you sure I don't? Be like, and then I looked at that that whole cart full of stuff over there. I was like, nope, sure don't. Let me get me some more watercolor because I will use that every single day. And will. I love that ceramic palette. Where do you get it? This I got off of Etsy. And I will say that I linked the shop. Oh, I might have not did it on this video, but I have linked her shop because this palette is amazing. I don't know if she had any more. I think when I looked at it, but it's I love it. Love it. I love it that it keeps my each one of my colors in. So yeah, okay, we got that. Let's go boop 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 boop, like you're coming out right there, and boop 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 right there, boom, and that'd be that. Okay, we're gonna let that one dry. We're gonna do this last one. Then we're gonna put the stems on. Oh, it's raining somewhere. Mr. McCoy, is it raining where you are? But I can hear the thunder, but it's not doing anything. It reminds me of the song, I Want to Go Where the Thunder Don't Roll. No, I'm not singing. Okay, that's that one. We're doing all red because we had color, we had blue, we had turquoise, we had aquamarine. I'm trying to think of all the colors in my head. And I just want to, those are, at this time, was unhealthy colors. If it was attached to a sad feeling. This one. Because we want to, today's prompt for World Watercolor Month is submerge. And so we submerged the desk when we came on, and it was submerged in all kinds of stuff, which lets us know how our minds can get cluttered. And so I want us to declutter by thinking about some of the beauty that you can paint, create, make a card, whistle a new tune, find a new song that you like, whatever it is, go for a long walk. If you're like Maddie likes getting in the pool, swimming, like whatever it is, make sure you take the time to ask that main question, what is it that I need to do for me in this moment? As my watercolor obsession continues to expand, my collection of cute palettes is growing too. Ivy Pearl, I will join me over on the community, or I tell you what I do, Ivy Pearl. When this video comes up for the comments below, I will link her shop. I will link her shop. No, but the sky is dark. Yeah, it's pretty dark here. That's why I was wondering if it was more, but then I was like, no. I looked over here where I look at for my chat. I was like, no, that's dark. Even on my eCam, it's dark. But I'm going to have to stop looking at it because it's making me just feel blah. Boom. Okay, now we're going to throw a little something else in there. We're going to put a little purple. I pulled out, Bitty Penny got me all hyped up with my sentiments. I pulled out some sentiments, and then I saw another video that I had looked at from a while ago. I pulled out my ink pads. I said we're gonna put a little kind of maybe roll some stuff on there. I might pull out the what's that thing I got, the jelly plate, and jelly plate some on here. I don't know. Okay, purple is almost gone, so we're gonna bloop bloop boop 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 bloop bloop, come through there and there and there. There, boom. No problem, Ivy Pearl. Have you bought some new watercolors? So World Watercolor Month, I can say I've added 1, 2, 3. I've only added 3 new brands. Oh no, I take that back. I already had Holbein, so I've only added 2 new brands. And the Frugal Crafter was talking about this new brand that she was, well, it's not new, but they finally got it in tubes. It was supposed to be purple. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste it, so let's put it somewhere else because I don't want it there. It's supposed to be purple. So let's just swiggle, 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 swiggle. This is how we pivot. It's not a major. Just take it and put that somewhere else. We'll use it, and we will. But Bitty Penny, I was watching when I cut the thing on this morning. I was like, I got the notification and I pushed it. I said, well, let me watch her while I fix my coffee and fix me some breakfast. After I got on there and Boy, I was like, oh my goodness, you almost had me in tears, but you did brighten my morning because I woke up with a little funkiness on me. But when I finished listening at them in the chat and you, I was like, God, see, this is why I know you put people where we need to be. And I thank you. God is just so good at what he does. That's why I stopped trying to be in control of some things. But some things I just be like, God, I can do this better than you. Can't I? The watercolor palette collection is real deep here too. I love the way you went and found that brush. Okay, Ivy Pearl, how is core? I thought about that. How is core? I'm so glad you jumped right in. I lit up when you came on. Yes, I was just like, oh. And then I was thinking about it after when I was I was on Bill and Tracy this morning. And then Norma came on and Linda came on. And I was just like, oh, all the people. And all of this started on Bill and Tracy's live. Dawn, that's where Dawn and I met. Or Dawn started following me from there when Bill said something about my channel. And Dawn was the one, I guess, that popped in. Hey, Di, good morning, good morning, good morning. And so we've been connected ever since 23, because 23 was when we were going through grief together, I believe. I wasn't on no bus. I was just walking, kicking, screaming, and still angry as hell. That's what I would say. And I was slapping paint on paper like there was no tomorrow. And then I just like, God, I need a better way. Like, I just need healing. Like, what? He's just like, just continue creating. Just continue creating. Then he would be like, well, just do it live. I was like, do it live? I don't want people in my business like that. And he's like, Karen, it's not your business. It's my business. I was like, dude, but really? And here we are in 2020, went from 23 to 25, and I'm over here telling all of my business. Because you know why, guys? I want somebody to understand that submerging in emotional clutter is not healthy. I don't care if it's grief, if it's the loss of whomever. Admit that you're hurting. Admit that you can't do it by yourself. And then get you some people. And here I am. We got us some people. Dawn would sit up and she'd be talking. And next thing you know, somebody else will be following. And it's like, oh my goodness. And then now I call it the crew. So now we have a whole team, as Dawn calls it. So it's just like, I don't know a live without having Beth, Dawn, Sarah, my original 7. Well, the original ones back in the day. It's just so fun to watch the community organically grow. And we don't have no how can I say this? Oh, just say it. We don't have no snobs. Like, we're all over here to create something. Like Beth says, crafting is cheaper than therapy, and we make pretty things. Like, it's a fact. And if we don't know something, there's somebody that's here. Somebody here knows what we don't know. And then if we need to go on vacation, we got people that be like, hey, come on, hang out. I remember that's the first thing when Dawn said she was from Maine. I was like, oh my goodness, I would love to come to Maine. She was just like, come on. I was like, oh, okay. Need to put that on my bucket list of things to do. Then got Paula Kay. And then Paula Kay is in Barbados. Who doesn't want to go to Barbados? I'm just saying. Anywhere there's a beach and we can just slap some paint on some paper with some seawater, just imagine it. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. Oh, that's cute. That's pretty. Oh, we're going to set those right there. I feel like this, I didn't put the purple there, but we're going to leave it there. We're not going to worry about it. But see how these flowers are submerged? Ooh. Listen, y'all hear that thunder? I got some of their granulated colors. Okay, I got to back up. Oh, you bought core and love it. Okay, so y'all don't listen. What was that? Oh, the pool blew over. The doggy's pool. The Lord is raising up his wind. So let me get this slapping this paint on this paper and go somewhere and sit down. As my grandma would say. The Lord is telling you to go somewhere and sit down. I say, or he's just watering the grass. I didn't say it to her. I'd say it somewhere else under my little voice. But I was just like, oh, okay, okay. But I am grateful. I will tell you guys, I am so grateful the way this community, my community, is growing. It is a hobnosh of creators. That's what I like to say. I have card makers, mixed media. We have marker. Well, Sarah, would that be considered mixed media? Because you make canvas, you do a little bit of cooking, and so yeah, you got a little modge podge of things. But we all get together and we all get to kind of hang out here. Mr. McCoy got dogs. He don't want to come in the studio and create. Y'all should see him when I'd be like, you want to hang out in the studio with me? And he had that little look on his face like, yeah, I want to be with you, but I really don't want to go in that studio. Because ain't no TV down here. I got iPads and my laptops. And I took the TV out. So probably if I had some cable down here where he can probably watch some football and hang out. But then he wouldn't be doing what I want to do. But he has created some art. He did some Bible journaling with me. So I can't say he won't. But it's kind of like men going shopping. They really don't want to go, but they really want their wives to be happy. And all the other parts of it. So Di, you're on here. Let me tell you, my glass on my desk is totally cracked. It is done. But I did make it still work out. Okay, guys. There we go. I'm going to let these dry because I have something else in mind for them. And it was I'm going to kind of pull, maybe I'm still going to pull out, I think I'm going to pull out my gel plate and do some things and kind of submerge it in. Pre-printed canvas is date night. Yes, stuff. Oh, pre-printed canvas date night. No, thank you. I'm saying no to that. Okay, so Di, I had to redo. I did a what do you call that thing? A short. So the glass split. When I talked to the lady, she told me to go ahead and lean on it, and it split. So it's about that much that split from the bigger part of it. Because it's a 72 by 42 inch, 72 by 45 inch glass that's on my desk. That's the dimension of my desk. So like we could have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can have 10 people at my desk right now because of the space. And so she told me to go in and go in and lean on it so it can go and finish splitting. So it split, and I just put the back half. It is decorated back there, and you can't even tell. So I just turned my desk around, which it's on wheels. So I just turned it. So I just wanted to give you that update, Di, that it did its thing. But I'll probably get a new replaced piece of glass to go on top because I do love my glass being my Tim Holtz glass mat. I do like my desk being that. So because it's raining and it's raining real hard, and I don't want the lights to get cut off, I'm not going to continue with what I was going to do. But I was going to take the jelly plates. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Hi, Sala. I'm going to take my gel plate out, and I'm going to do some little stuff, and I'm going to submerge these flowers. I'm going to submerge these flowers because today World Watercolor prompt is submerge. And so I'm going to submerge these flowers in some whatever I decide to do. And then this bird is going to submerge out. It's going to get plopped on top of it. So I'll have that to show you guys tomorrow. But I don't want the lights, usually when it gets to raining like it is now, the lights usually go off. And I don't want it to go off with just like a blob and all y'all be like, oh, where'd she go? Because won't be able to come back on because we don't know how long the lights will stay off. You know what I'm saying? So I do want you guys, I do want to thank you guys for hanging out. I do want to thank you. Or I can just hang around, and if the lights go out, they go out. But little old me, everything is just keep looking around because the wind is blowing so much and it's blowing all the stuff. So let me see if I'm missing anything in the chat. Prepare yourself for tons of fun. Oh, listen. Oh, nice. Ivy Pearl, you subscribed to Bitty Penny. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Bitty Penny. Look, Bitty Penny is the prettiness. She'll take the cards and turn them into some beautiful art. Did I do this? Oh, I did this, I think, with Beth. These were Beth's prompts. And then I was like, but I got to put some grunge on it because Bitty Penny said it needs some grunge. And I still haven't put grunge on it, but these were the two that I did. Oh, it is storming. Lord have mercy. Is my dog outside? Oh no, he's in. I let him inside. Let's see, how long is it gonna rain? Where's my other phone? Because usually it rains for about 10 minutes and then it's done. Oh my Lord. Oh, we got a little hail. I hear some hard rain. Okay, it's isolated thunderstorms. Oh no, y'all. It's gonna be for a minute, so lights might go out because it says so. That rain sound. Do you hear it? Oh, you hear it? Where do you all get ephemera to put on the cards? Ivory Pearl. Listen. In the beginning when I started out, I got a lot from people that made it. Hey, Mama Juju, how are you? Welcome to the studio where we heal what? One brush stroke at a time. Ivory Pearl, I got a lot of it in the beginning from people who did it, and I was like wanting to get into it. I thought it was like, because Gina K said I needed this and needed that, and so I was just like, okay, we need this, need that. Then I would go and buy it all. I got more paper products than I need, well more than I need. I won't go short. I think, God forbid, if the house caught on fire, my studio will burn first. Because there is some paper in here outside of my watercolor paper. I hate I moved that thing. And then I get Etsy, where else? Hobby Lobby. When Hobby Lobby have their sales, I would get a lot of ephemera from their thing. Like I got a whole thing full of, this is what I'm talking about. See, somebody sent me this. This is what somebody sent me since I've been here. We've been in the ranch for 3 years. So, and I haven't even opened it. Like I just realized when I was decluttering the studio, because remember we're going to be going into August and we're going to be talking about decluttering the mind, the studio, and everything that inhibits us from moving to that new dream. Because that's the thing, I want you to dream new dreams, whatever it is. But as a matter of fact, because Mama Juju was on here and she had something, and I was looking, and then there's lace in here. Look, wait a minute, since we talked, look, squirrel moment, squirrel. Look at these. These are so pretty. And I probably didn't use them. Why? Because I make my own flowers. Oh, but looky. Okay. And I don't even know where this came from. Like, that's the other sad part, is I don't remember who gave it to me. Like, if you ever send me something, stick a note in the bag. So, because the bag is pretty. I probably would never get rid of the bag. Like, yeah. Like, look at that. Oh, and another place that I get a lot, I had gotten some ephemera or got some junk journal stuff, because I make junk journals, was the thrift store. Let me tell you, that's where you get some good stuff from. But most of it you have right there in your own home. And that was what I learned after getting all the stuff. I found out how much stuff I have in my own house. Like they send it to you every day. And you go to the mailbox and you get it and you throw it in the trash. They're called envelopes. And I was in a Patreon and she did something with envelopes, and I was just like, oh, that's cute. And of course, you know me, I gotta put my own twist and spin on it. So slap and paint, watercolor, ephemera, pockets, lace, put the sewing machine on it. It ain't done till it got a stitch or two on it. Stamping it, do always. Also stamp and make my own. Yes, I wish I could put, oh, wait a minute, Bitty Penny, you might be in this drawer too. Hold on. Oh no, you might be over there with paper now, because I organized stuff. And you got swap places. Yeah, Bitty Penny, your paper, I finally separated my papers and put them over there in this nice little thing that Mr. McCoy bought for me and put together, and it has all of my papers over there. So they're finally together. But all of these right here, and another thing, Ivy Pearl, something like this, I would cut out and make it into fodder. I don't know if you know what that term, fodder, they call it fodder, why, I don't know. But I could cut something like this out, but these are going to be made into cards. But, and then you cut them out, and now you have some ephemera of your own. So, but envelopes, think about envelopes and make your own. I taught this in my Patreon, how to make a little book with these envelopes that come. If you don't have like a lot of stuff to start out with what you got. And everybody has lace on some clothes or something that they don't wear and haven't worn in a while. Around here, the junk mail envelopes are becoming rare gems. Everything is sent by email or other online services these days. Yes. So when I get the junk, look, I'm collecting a pile now because I'm doing a whole nother thing, making a book, like a junk journal book. So I'm actually going to stitch that one. But because it's World Watercolor Month, I've had to put all of those things on hold. They're in their little cubes because I got 3 orders that's got to go out for junk journal books that I'm creating. Actually, this isn't a junk journal. She wants packing paper, yes. Or Amazon packages. So she wants, this is the next one that's I got to get done. So after the 31st live, I will start stitching this one. So I'm going to Coptic stitch it or kettle stitch. I haven't decided, but she didn't want, it's not a junk journal. She wanted a journal. And so it has, I printed out Etsy and cornered off. I wanted rounded corners for it. And then I printed out the double-sided printed on both sides. So she'll have a lot of paper. She's not really a crafter, but I'm going to include some ephemera, I'm going to include some washi tape and, you know, kind of give her some encouragement. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. She'll have a carousel of things to do. So, but that's the next one. And then I have 2 more junk journals that will take, usually it takes time. My junk journals have to talk to me. And if they don't talk to me, I don't bother with them. So that's just it. So we're doing good. Okay. So these right here, because I want to do what I want to do with them, I'm not going to go any further with them. I'm going to let them completely dry before I do anything else because they need to marry. Once you start junk journaling, you'll keep seeing new things to hoard. I mean, save for your art, right? I prefer the term ephemera over fodder. Fodder reminds me of livestock for some reason. I can see that. I don't know why they call it fodder. So if anybody in the chat knows why they call it fodder, do share. It was ephemera. I was like, wasn't it ephemera? I prefer the term procured inspiration rather than hoarding. I agree. Yes, we're just over here we have a collection of beautiful things. See, that's where we were back to the pretty things. We like pretty things. Literally pretty things. Even the things that houses my brushes. Even the things that houses my watercolor paints. They're pretty. Just like pretty. And I don't know. It's just what I think is pretty. Somebody else might not think is pretty. But that's just like the best watercolor box that I have ever ordered was these, and they will always stay in this box because I bought these because this box was purple and it's pretty, and I took a chance because Opal and Mint did a thing and she said, oh, these are good, and when she put them down and they were so pretty, and I was like, oh, them colors are pretty. And then I said, but that box though, check it. And then when I opened this box up, I was like, oh, and they're gold. They're purple and gold. My wedding was purple and gold with a hint of cream. So you got me on that. So yeah. Yep. So we don't hoard. We kind of collect. We have a collection of things. My studio is broken down into a collection of things and is. Only thing I don't collect is men. I only have one. A collection of one. Well, I can't say I have a collection of male dogs. 'Cause I have three of those. So maybe I do collect. Yeah. Okay. I'm done with that. We're gonna leave that alone. So anybody got any questions? We're on day 29 of World Watercolor Month. We have been doing all the things with our colors and all the things, and we're continuing to slap paint on paper and by any means necessary. And I do want to let you guys know, even though when World Watercolor Month is over, which it'll be over Thursday? I think Thursday is the 31st. Thursday is the 31st, so that's our last live. But I will still be here Monday and Wednesday, every Monday and Wednesday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will probably have my thumbnails up probably tomorrow. And then you can hit notify me on there, so that way you can be notified. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, so that you will be notified when I do go live, and that way you will never miss a live. Because sometime I get off of here and go run over there and hang out with the dogs, and we walk the ranch. So we have 10.5 acres, and we usually walk 8 of them, long as it's not too hot, because you know the slithering little friends, they're out crawling around. So I don't be wanting to impede on their time. So we will be pivoting with our schedule starting next week. So we will be here all the way to the 31st, July 31st, and then we'll be pivoting. You get that? Pivoting. Next week, we're live every Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you can make it, great. If you can't, we love you on Team Replay, because Team Replay shows up great as well. And I want you to, for those that may be new to the watercolor world, or you hear me talking about some terms or whatever, I came up with a watercolor glossary. It's in the description box. It's my gift to you. You know, grab it if you would like it. See, now it done stopped raining, because I felt like it was raining so hard that I was talking, and I realized it got quiet. Ooh, chat got going. Let me see what I missed. Ivy, when I stumbled across journaling, making was looking for a way to use the stuff I already had. And then I'm quite sure you got a whole bunch of more other stuff. I think fodder is more like self-made collage. And the firma is vintage tickets, brought new stuff. This is the terminology, call it whatever. Okay, whatever. Yep, whatever makes us happy. Yep. My supplies, etc. is all part of my curated collection. I like curated collection. I do. Die. I'm out of excuses. Oh, Sala, you're a hoarder. You got that much stuff? That's a good wasn't viewing it. I do already have tons of crap to get. Hey, so this is why I think we get together. That's why I come on here to hopefully to inspire you to pull it out, use it, so that we can pass it on. You know, I love what Tracy does. She makes the ATC cards. And for those that don't know, those are artist trading cards. And she gives them, when she goes out, and she passes them out to somebody that, whoever she runs in contact with. And I think that's a great idea. So, and then I also have a time when I do drop it on the desk, create with it. And you take 5 minutes to create, put what you can put on it, put it over there, and keep it going. And that has made me do a lot, which is how I came about decorating my envelopes. It's like, wait, they're blank. They're going to be blank anyway. I'm going to throw them away. Let's turn them into something beautiful. And I think I've probably have maybe 10 of these. And usually I'll make them for somebody and I'll gift it to them. Not these. I didn't think these were perfect enough. They weren't good enough. So but they're decorating my studio. So that's why. But it's something else that you can give somebody else. Because most of the time people they want it, but they don't want to sit down and take the time to create. They rather go buy it. So that's that. Can I ask, what are your favorite budget-friendly watercolors? Well, I can answer that question very easily now, because during World Watercolor Month, that's basically what we did. Now, my most inexpensive watercolor was Master's Touch and Michael's, which is Loft. And I would suggest, if you're new to watercolors, I would suggest, if you want to, get all the things, I would suggest starting out with a palette that is not tubes. I would start off with a palette. So you can decide what you like, what you don't like. But you kind of have to go down the rabbit hole for yourself. So let me put you on the tip of the rabbit hole. There is a Van Gogh set that is a set that I put in a description box, and Lord knows, let's see, do I have it handy? Because that's what we all agreed was a good start for people that were that are new to watercolors. Shinhan, Shira, Rose Gallery, Kieran Dosh. Oh, no. Oh, you know where I think you can get it? My Amazon link is in the description box. Click on it and it should be in there. But it's a Van Gogh beginner's palette, basically, is what it is. So I would say that one. And Master's Touch, if you run the Hobby Lobby and pick up their watercolors, they're very pigmented. I didn't have a I didn't have a problem with them behaving, doing what I wanted them to do. Because sometimes watercolors don't want to sit and do what you want. So, but yeah, grab that and look at that now. And it's a good one, and it's budget friendly, and it does give you a lot of pigment. It's not how can I say? It's not cheapy. It doesn't feel cheap. That's what I want to say. Like, inexpensive is inexpensive, but it doesn't feel. And some that I've had that I will not mention because I'm not over here to do reviews. I'm just talking about, as for me in my studio, this is what I like. But I think when me and a couple other people were in the chat that, when they started, they liked that Van Gogh. And it's inexpensive. I'll say that. It was inexpensive. But, and I would also encourage you to go on maybe Etsy and try out some handmade watercolors so you can do a comparison. And I tell people that because I've done both now, and I love handmade. Like, this is a handmade set right here, and they're yummy. They are yummy. And I'm gonna have to get some more because I'm hoarding these because I don't want to use them. But handmade is another good way to go too. So you can get, the pigment feel of it. But start out small. Have fun. Don't worry about the pigment and all of that stuff and all those terms or whatever right now, Sala. Just have fun. That's my word. That's my encouragement. Always. My medium just happened to be watercolor, and people stumble over here and they're like, I'm new to watercolor, I want to learn. And then when they say learn, I be like, what you want to learn? So the learning comes in the Patreon. I have a Patreon where I do a lot more teaching, but I want you to have fun. I want you to decide. I want you to just date watercolor and then decide if you really want to go out again. Because you might not want to go out again. You might be like, oh, I don't want it, right? Because I started out dating acrylic, and then I fell in love with watercolor, and I kicked acrylic over to the mixed media lane. And, we still hang out every now and then, but I'm married to watercolor. Okay, y'all like that? All right, I'm going to get off of here. Excuse me. Because my stomach is growling. I thought it was just the Lord thundering, but it's my stomach growling. And then I looked up at the time, and it's just like, well, you have been here for a minute. So if you have not hit that thumbs up, do hit that, as they say, boop the thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if I said anything that made you want to pick up any tool and craft your way through the mess of life, remember, set up that space, load up that joy, activate it, and pause and ask yourself, what is it that I need to do so that I can feel good? I don't want to just feel blah. We want to feel good, great, and wonderful. Fill your cup up with joy. Because remember, we can't be around here trying to serve people from an empty place. Let's fill our cup up, serve from the overflow, so that life can be full of joy. All right? All right, guys. I thank you. Oh, Cheryl said, howdy, y'all. Cheryl, you almost missed the button. The button was almost pushed. Like, literally. Cheryl, it's great to see you. I saw you this morning. I think you were on Bitty Penny. I think. But Everybody tell Cheryl hello and then tell Cheryl goodbye. Cheryl, you're going to have to be on team replay. I'm getting ready to get off. I'm hungry. I don't know why I didn't eat. I ate lunch, but it's already time for dinner. And Mr. McCoy did let y'all know we did go to dinner yesterday, so but not today. I'm gonna go in here and I don't know. I need to go to the grocery store. Squirrel. Sorry. I was just trying to think. I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna eat. Because I'm hungry. Well, who knows? We'll figure it out. Or Mr. McCoy can bring a pizza home, but I'm not finna wait that long. I'm hungry now. No, don't bring a pizza home. I don't want pizza. That's just a joke. All right, guys, I'll see you. Wait, is anybody going to be on this evening to next? It's Tuesday. I'm not sure if nobody's on Tuesday. I know. Wait, no. Wait, Di, are you on tonight? Today? Hey, Julia. I know Mama Juju is definitely on. I go to sleep every night. I don't even join the chat because I know I'm going to fall asleep because it's just like, oh my goodness. I need to stop trying to watch in the bed. I just need to hang out in the studio. But I that's part of my self-care is to get my butt in the bed by 9 so I can go to sleep by 10. And so far it's been working. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. But remember, take care of you because, okay, tomorrow. Di is on tomorrow. Remember, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself because, you're all you have. And I want to thank you all for joining me. Thank you for being here for you first and for me second. Appreciate you. Bye.